Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to University Synagogue. My name is Barry Lutz, and I'm the rabbi here at University, and I'm excited to be here to share in this special moment that we are all here to celebrate with that young man right there with the very cool tennis shoes. We all wish we had them on right now. We are here not to just to celebrate with Luca, but to participate with him. His task here as a bar mitzvah this afternoon is to lead us in worship. One of the symbols of this day of him having reached an age where he can begin to take on the obligations of being an adult member of the Jewish community, leading us in prayer, teaching us a little Torah. In order for him to accomplish what he is here to accomplish this afternoon, he needs all of your participation. So are you ready to do that? Okay. I'm going to help you out a little bit. You need this book. So many of you know that, I guess I should say, so many of you know that we had hoped to be outside in Ruby Garden for our service this afternoon. But we thought, maybe not. So instead of air conditioning, think cool inland breeze coming to make us all feel great as we sit here in this nice sanctuary, beautiful sanctuary. So the prayer book you have in front of you has many things in it. Most importantly, the prayers for our service this afternoon. You'll find on the right side of the page Hebrew and transliteration, and underneath it the translation of the Hebrew. And on the left-hand side of the page, interpretive readings for that same prayer. Whenever you have the opportunity, we invite you to join with us in the Hebrew. If your Hebrew's a little rusty, that's what the transliteration is there for. So we hope that you'll take every opportunity to add your voices as they help Luca to accomplish what he is here to do today, which is to lead us all in worship.
And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why do we sing everything here in the synagogue. I'm Cantor Shapiro, and I'll be leading you through the prayers that Luca's not leading. And there's this idea in Judaism that all of our prayers should be chanted, and it's to add beauty to our world. Boy, do we need that right now. So it's my job to lead you in that prayer. Hopefully I'll do so beautifully, but I don't want you to worry about the beautiful part. Your voices are inherently beautiful. So if you don't feel like you're the best singer in the world, that's okay. And we hope that you'll just raise your voice with joy to greet this joyous occasion. And so we're going to start with these words. Can you say Ashrei, Yoshvei,
Yoshvei,
Veitecha?
Veitecha.
That means happy are those that dwell in your house. I don't know about you, but I'm very happy this afternoon to be here for this beautiful, beautiful occasion. Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha, Od Yahalelucha Selah. Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha, Od Yahalelucha Selah. Ashrei, Ashrei, Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha.
Page 220. Page 220.
Ashrei
Yoshvei Veitecha,
Od Yahalelucha Selah. Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha, Od Yahalelucha Selah. Ashrei
who dwell in your house, they will sing your praises forever. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od Yahweh chasela. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od Yahweh chasela.
If you'll turn in your Cedarim, your prayer books, to page 170 and 171. All right. Do you guys want to wait a minute? It's not in there.
Put it in there. Okay, I'll find where we're supposed to be.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
As I wrap myself in the talit, I fulfill the mitzvah of my Creator. Bless Adonai, O my soul, Adonai, my God. How great you are! You are robed in glory and majesty, wrapping yourself in light as in a garment, spreading forth to the heavens like a curtain. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher keishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahitatef b'tzitzit.
Amen.
Amen.
Lucas, step back for a second. Hold on just a second. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahitatef b'tzitzit. You're gonna make me cry. Amen. Even her out. Even her out. Okay. And then fix her hair. You can read wherever you get out.
May my life be one link in a chain of goodness. As I say the prayers of my ancestors, help me to recall their devotion and faithfulness, their joy and suffering, which are in every word. Holiness is my heritage. May I be worthy of it. May our tradition live in me and pass from me to generations I shall never know, enriched by the truth that I have found and the good deeds I have done. So may I fulfill my task on earth and receive my blessing. And when the service ends, as the prayers have ceased, help me to bring their spirit into the world in which I live. May I love God above all and all my neighbors as myself, and be a living witness to the truth that never changes.
A wise man in a place saying, tradition, tradition. When I think about our road to get here today, I think about the internal conflict and struggle that you had as a non-believer. You asked, why should I do it if I don't believe? I told you that we do it because of tradition. We do it because our fathers and their fathers and so on have done it. We do it for all the people who wanted to do it but couldn't do it because of war and fear. Daddy and I are so proud that you decided to continue the tradition. So many things come easy to you, but this process was a struggle. Being at a school and at a community where there were very few Jewish children. In fact, today will be the first bar mitzvah that many people here are witnessing. You were a bit worried that you might be made fun of or laughed at. You should feel so proud to be standing here, and not just for us, but to show the world what a proud Jew looks like. Especially in today's world where it might be easier to hide. We need to stand tall and show everyone who we are as Jewish people and what we contribute to the world. As Rabbi Letts told you, it's okay to struggle with God. The word Israelite means struggle with God, so you are not alone. At such a young age, you wanted to be charitable. It started with you giving away your toys if someone else did not have what you did, and it continues today. You're generous with your friends and family, and even with people you've never met. You always want to do what is right. You are a leader among your friends, helping guide them to make the best choices, and this warms our heart. It doesn't stop with just your friends. You want to show the world what is right. In 5th grade, you organized an anti-gun demonstration at your school, and together we participated in many protests in our community when we felt things were not right or fair. I know it is that you will continue with Tekim Olam, changing the world. We are so proud of the young man that you've become, Luca. We hope you continue to grow and learn and stay as sweet and funny and sensitive as you are today. This moment is significant for our family and our heritage. All the hard work has paid off. Mazel tov, our sweet boy. Man.
Continue on page 226 with the Amidah. We'll ask that you please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Velohei Avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Velohei Leah, El Hagadol Hagibor ve'anora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, Vezoher Hastei Avot ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Libnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo B'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach Imogim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah.
230.
Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah, Rav Le'oshia, Morid Atah, Mechakel Hayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, so make Noflim Verofei Holim, Umatir Hasurim, Melaye Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot, Umidom Melach, Melech Meimid Umakayeh, Umashmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atah Lehachot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמם, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר, אדירנו, אדוני, אדוננו, מה אדיר שמך בכל הארץ.
Please be seated. Continue on page 235.
For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and hands, we give praise. For the peace in us, which leads us to the work for peace, we are grateful. For the gift of Shabbat, which renews us for life, we offer a blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Page 237.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw near to life, to peace, and to joy. May we find true rest, holiness, and our deeds worth in our study of Torah. Let us feed on the love and goodness. Let us drink from this love and goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess, and cleanse our hearts to survive life well. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw near in life and peace and in joy.
Baruch atah Adonai she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. Page 239.
For the gift of our souls, for the promise of our lives, for all we are and all we might yet become, for the creative seeds sown within our minds, whose nurturing can yield a grand harvest. For all these gifts, we thank you, O God, and pray that we prove ourselves worthy.
May our lives be ripe with the fruit of compassion, sweetly sustaining those in need. May we use our gifts wisely and with love, true messengers of blessings to the world.
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Continue with our prayer for peace, Shalom Rav, on page 240.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata melech ador lechol hashalom. Ki ata melech ador lechol hashalom. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
Shabbat offers us the time not only to join together as community in the prayers of our Siddur, of our prayer book, it also provides us a much needed opportunity to catch our own breath, to just take a breath and reflect on our own lives, to give thanks for the blessings that surround us. And so we pause for a moment of silent meditation.
והגיון ליבי לפניך, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי.
40 years. 40 years Moses has been leading the Israelites across the wilderness. Before that, helping them gain their freedom from Egypt. And his journey is about to come to an end. His time with the Israelites about to come to an end. And so we find ourselves in the book of Deuteronomy, a book traditionally thought of as a series of speeches that Moses gives to the Israelites at the end of their time together. Moses knows that they will be traveling on across the border, across the river, and into the promised land, and that he will not be able to accompany them on that journey. So imagine being Moses in that moment. And imagine what you would say to these people that you have been leading for 40 years, knowing that they are about to go on without you. The things that you would want them to know, the things that are important for them to know, the things that they need to carry with them so that they can make that land that they've been calling a promised land truly into a promised land. Because the promise isn't physically in the land. The promise is in what they do as a people there together. How they care for each other, how they treat each other, how they make that land into a promised land. And so, of course, in that sense, the promised land is not just theirs to look across the river and see. It is ours as well, to gaze across and see and consider how it is that we make that land that we are about to enter, whatever it is, into a promised land by our own conduct, by the kind of people we are. So we turn now to the service for the reading of the Torah, where we will hear a little bit of that speech. We will hear Luca teach us a little bit about those promises and what they have to teach us. And so if you'll turn in your prayer books to page 248, we'd like to invite to join us on the bima to open the ark for us, Chloe Hockreiter and Cooper Hockreiter, and invite you to please rise as we approach the ark.
על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, העולם עומד. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים.
על התורה ועל העבודה Luca, in here, in these scrolls, is the instructions. How we might make that land a land of promise. You too stand on the border of a promised land, and you can look across and see the place that you are going, filled with hopes and expectations of what you can help to make that place to be. And symbolically, that has to do with carrying Torah. Carrying Torah. Now, we don't ask you to carry this Torah. We need it next week. And to carry it with your backpack and dribble your soccer ball along with it just be a little burdensome. So we carry it somewhere else. We carry it right here. We take it with us wherever we go. We learn its lessons, and we begin to understand what they mean to us so that we can carry them forwards in our lives. You have the great blessing of being one who is now going to be a carrier of Torah, one who becomes Torah, in a sense, because of these folks, your grandparents and parents standing before you who have passed Torah one to another so that you could be here at this exact moment to receive the Torah from them. So we pass the Torah to you now the way it has rightfully become yours to carry forward in your life today by passing it first to the generation of your grandparents. And to your parents who have the great blessing of passing the Torah to you.
Baruch Shenatan Torah Le'amo Yisrael B'Kedushato.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadolul Adonai Itir, ונרוממה שמו יחדיו. לך אדוני הגדולה והגבורה והתפארת והנצח וההוד, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ.
Could invite Shyla Gilchrist and Charlie Downey to take the ornaments off the Torah.
והשתחוו להר קודשו כי קדוש אדוני
You want to take this off? Take this
אלוהינו
pointer off right there, Yad.
כי
You gotta take this off right here.
קדוש אדוני אלוהינו
You can hand that to that young man right there. Give the
רוממו
Yad to
אדוני
there you go. We'll take this from you.
אלוהינו
Thank you guys.
והשתחוו
Thank you so much. You guys can have a seat. No, not yet.
רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו.
Please be seated.
My Torah portion is Ki Teitzei. That is in the last book of the Torah called Deuteronomy. My Torah portion begins with Moses' last speech to the Israelites after saying goodbye, after leading them to freedom and wandering with them in the desert for 40 years. He must say goodbye before they go into the land of Israel. In this last speech, he reminds the Israelites of the covenant. What is the covenant? It is an official agreement between God and the people of Israel, which includes God protecting the people and their future descendants, and the people following God's laws. In this Torah portion alone, there are 72 commandments. This is a large number of commandments for just one Torah portion. Some of the themes of these commandments are rights of immigrants, lost animals, and roof railings that give them protection from falling. Of all the commandments, I think the most interesting commandment in my Torah portion is the law about the bird's nest. The law says that if you come across a bird's nest and you want the eggs, you have to shoo away the mother before taking the eggs. Furthermore, you shouldn't take all the eggs. At first it seems random that something so specific would have its own law. The more I thought about it, I realized it showed honor and compassion to the mother, and it is respecting the mother and trying to limit her pain. As I think about my Torah portion, I wonder if it is respectful at all to take the mother's eggs. I think the Torah portion is not saying to go around and take eggs from every nest you find. I think it is saying if you need the eggs, then shoo away the mother so it doesn't have to be in any more pain than necessary. I learned from this commandment that it's important to always be respectful and compassionate to mothers and to parents and others in general. I realized that I have to be respectful to my parents. I also learned that we have to respect all creatures, especially living things that are vulnerable. As humans, we should not take what we don't need, or more than we need, so there's enough to go around. Another way to be compassionate is by doing mitzvot. For my mitzvah project, I raised $700 by setting up a parents' night out at my mom's summer camp. Parents would pay $30 and drop their kids off for dinner, fun activities, and a dessert bar while the parents can go have a date night. With this money, I worked with the nonprofit organization Happy Trails for Kids. They send foster youth to sleepaway camp. We donated the $700 in sports equipment for the kids.
Luca now prepares to share the Torah with us. We'd like to invite up for our first Aliyah to bless the Torah for us, Rana Dolly Yarrow and Larry Herbert Yarrow, Tracy Lee Espar, Carrie Jill Eckler. Is that right? Selma Marchis, Philip Marchis, Vanessa Hockrider, and Angela and Robbie Thompson.
And Tali.
And Tali. And Tali.
One. Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
ata Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Ki tetzei lemilchama al oivecha unetano Adonai.
I put you to the wrong spot. That's my fault. Another key tape say. Here we go. That was Cantor's fault.
Ki tetzei lemilchama al oivecha unetano Adonai Elohecha beyadecha veshavita shivyo vera'ita bashivya eshet yofad toar v'hashakta va velakakta lecha leisha v'habeta elto beitecha v'gilacha et rosha ve'asta et sipurneha.
Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam lata b'tochenu Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
We're all going to stand right here. Come close. I promise I won't bite.
And for our second aliyah, we'd like to call up friends Gail Talbot, Tracy Hill, Jill Elmore, Lisa, and Joe Gordon. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
V'hesira et simlat shivya me'aleha v'yashva bebetecha uvacheta et aviha ve'et ima yerach yamim umahor kain tavo elecha uvaleta v'haita lecha leisha v'haya imlo chafatzta va v'shilachta l'nafsha umahor lotim kerena ba'kasif lotita merba tachat asher inita ki tiena la'ish shete nashim ha'achat ahuva v'ha'achat sinua v'yaldulo vanim ha'ahuva v'hasnua v'haya ha'ben ha'bechor lasnua.
So here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Thank you. Mazel tov.
Before we continue, we'd like to take an opportunity to invite up those perhaps who have never seen a Torah before. Is there anybody here who's never actually been up close to a Torah before? Come on up here. To show you what Luke has been doing. Don't be shy. As you're coming up, just kind of come up quietly, and you're just going to say a word about the Torah while you're making your way up here. Okay, maybe not. Come on up.
What's the Torah?
Okay, you have to come close, come close. So you can see, you have to be able to see the scroll.
Does it bite? I just need to keep the yod right
All
there.
right. So there's room on this side too if you just want you to be able to see what's here. So this, a Torah is an organic, come right in here, is an organic document. That is everything that a Torah is made from comes from God's creation, right? There's no unnatural, man-made materials. Made from wood, parchment, which is the skin of a kosher animal, and these inks. The ink also is a combination of a bunch of natural elements that are brought together with a little bit of honey, actually, just to make it stick to the parchment. It's not like paper, so the ink doesn't actually sink in like it does in paper. It just kind of sits on top of it, which is why we have to be very careful and not touch it, because the letters can actually crack and kind of fall off of the Torah. So if you're close enough to actually see, you'll see that that there's a bunch of Hebrew letters there. What you won't see, which you probably don't know, if you don't read Hebrew, you wouldn't know, but there's no vowels, and there's also no punctuation. You can see that there's no punctuation. There's some breaks where maybe there's paragraphs and stuff, but there's no punctuation. So imagine a book in English that you were asked to read that has no vowels and no punctuation. Could you read it? Yeah, you probably could. In most instances, you could probably read it because you're probably pretty good Hebrew speakers, I would guess, and have heard enough English language that you could look at it and go, I know what those words are. But every once in a while, you would run across a word and go, I have no idea what that word is. And the only way you'd be able to figure it out is by the context that it's in. That is by the words around it that maybe you know, and you go, oh, I guess this word must mean that because it makes sense in the sentence. Make sense? Yes. So sometimes our sages have great fun with that, though, because they say, well, this word could be this word, and then the sentence means this thing, or it could be this word, and then the sentence means something different. Or if we put the period here, the sentence means one thing, but if we put the period here, the sentence means something completely different.
Wait, where?
So not only reading Torah, but learning to understand what Torah means is a very tricky business. Obviously, learning to read Hebrew without vowels and to chant it from the Torah is an incredible task that your friend Luca has taken on and done a really masterful job of doing. So, thank you for coming up and taking a look at the Torah. You can't quite see it. Maybe some of the guys in front are leaving. The others can kind of scoot up real quick. And we're going to invite you to go on back to your seats.
Can I touch?
We invite up our next Torah reader. So for our next aliyah, we're inviting up Luca's parents, Jamie and Rolando, and our Torah reader.
And our Torah reader for this aliyah, very special aliyah, is Jamie, who started from scratch, everybody. I just want to acknowledge, Luca, what you've done is exceptional, and I'm so proud of you. And you have a young, beautiful, pliable brain. But your mom is like me. And it gets harder and harder the older we get to learn in this particular way, with this particular skill set. And I just can't tell you how incredibly proud I am that you've taken this on, and you're an inspiration to all of us. So thank you.
Wait till you hear me go. Maybe change your mind. Okay, ready? Ready to start?
At the top.
Yeah, ready? Baruch atah Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Should we chant it with you?
Sure.
Baruch atah Adonai Va'ed.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim Venatan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Okay, here goes nothing. Wait. I'm not chanting, I am reading. Vehaya Bayom Hanhilo et Benav et Asher Yeh Lo. Lo Yuchal Lavaker et Ben Hanuha al Panei Ben, is it right here? Hasnua Habakor Ki et Habakor Ben Hasnua Yakir Letet Lo Pi Shanaim Vechol Asher Imatse Lo Ki Ha Hu Reshit Ono Lo Mishpat Havakora. Should I keep going? Yeah. I don't. Okay. Ki. Yiye. La. What? Leish. Ben. Sorar. Umoret. This is part of 18. Mm-hmm. Can I let you do it? Yeah. Okay. You need to. I'm done. That's as far as I've got. Thank you very much.
Here. I'll do the blessing after.
Should we just do the blessing after?
Yeah.
Okay. Then she's not doing it. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet haya olam Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Oh my gosh, I can sit down now?
No, you have to
Oh
stand
no, I
next
have
to
to
your
stay?
son.
Okay.
Here, stay right there.
Okay.
Now you have to stand next to this guy.
Okay.
I know, it's a real chore. Ya'amod, 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 Leon ben Masha veReuven, bar hamitzvah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Elohim. No, Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Hafatzta ba aviv v'tafsu bo aviv ve'imo v'hotziu oto el ziknei iro ve'el sha'ar mekomo ve'amru el ziknei iro v'neinu ze sorer umoreh einenu Shomea, Bekolenu, Zaleel, Besove, Orgamu, Kol Anshe, Iro, Ba'avanim, Vameit, Uvilata, Hara, Mikir Becha, Bechol Yisrael, Isho, Ve'yira. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet b'chayei olam nata betohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
So we're now going to lift the Torah to share with all of you. And as we do so, we'd like to invite Taylor Adler and Austin Espar to come forward to redress the Torah for us, and Devin Espar, who's going to hold the Torah for us after it is redressed. And as we lift the Torah, we ask that you please all rise.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. לי 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 לי
Please be seated.
Congratulations. Congratulations. It's okay. You want to say something in between?
It's okay. Actually, we're going to turn to page 256. Yes. And place the Torah back in the ark. So actually, we're going to ask you to rise once again, sorry. And we're going to invite Preston Espar and Dylan Adler to come and join us as we open the ark. Yahalalu et Shem Adonai ki niskav shmo levado. Let us praise the name of Adonai, for God's name alone is exalted. Reach up there. No, not all the way up there. No, just right here. Get up there.
As a bar mitzvah, my responsibilities are being a leader in the Jewish community and going to services. I would like to be a Marchis and continue going to Tikkun on Tuesdays. Thank you for my family and all they do for me. Thank you to my family for everything you do for me. Mom, I love going to camp with you every summer. Mom, thanks for doing everything you do for me, from getting me ready in the morning to taking me to dinner every day. I love going to camp with you every summer. Dad, thank you for giving me a good life, from talking about cars to talking about soccer. I love whenever we go outside or to the soccer field and kick around. Nana, thank you for supporting me in everything. I loved going to Italy with you and will never forget it. Papa, thank you for being there for me whenever I needed it. I love being the mini you. Hopefully I will be able to follow your shadow. Abuela, thank you for spending time with me. I loved watching TV and eating chocolate pudding with you. Abuelo, thank you for everything you taught me over the years. I will forever miss you and love that you coached my soccer team even after the season was over. Rabbi Lutz, thank you for doing this for me, even though we haven't had much time to get to know each other. Cantor Shapiro, thank you for helping me with the religious school whenever I needed it. In the future, I hope for world peace. I hope that needy families can find clean water, food, shelter, clothing, and medicine. I hope that I can invent or discover something that will change the world and make it a better place.
It's Chaim Hilam B'chazikipa V'tom Mechecha Me'ushar Dracheha Darchei Noam V'chol Netivota Shalom Hashiveinu
Please be seated. I'd like to invite up Julie Bank, member of our board, to present Luca with some gifts.
Mazel tov, Luca. You have done a wonderful job. And on a personal note, it's been such an honor to watch you grow up from those days in Eklek to the soccer field to at-home Hebrew and now to 7th grade and you becoming a bar mitzvah today. We're so proud of you. And today I'm up here on behalf of the Board of Trustees of University Synagogue to congratulate you and to give you this book called Israel Matters, and to give you a $250 gift certificate that if you choose someday to travel to Israel, you can use this for your travels, and also a certificate honoring you and commemorating this day from us. And you have a wonderful, warm community surrounding you today, and you also have a wonderful synagogue community as well. And we're wishing you and your mom Mazel tov.
Don't go nowhere. So, Luca, these emotions that you're feeling at this moment is really what this moment is about. It's about how much you care about this and how much you care about these people in your life and want to touch them and do right by them. And so I want you to hear me. You have done an amazing, amazing, beautiful job today. You have done this from your heart, exactly in the way you wanted to do it. And that says everything we need to know about you. Everything we need to know about you. You lead with your heart. You picked a piece of your Torah portion that is very much about you, of that compassion. It's a very interesting piece of Torah, actually, that the rabbis speak a lot about. Because they have the same kind of question about it, but why this very distinctive kind of mitzvah about a bird and its eggs, and they come to the same conclusion you did, that this is all about compassion, that this is a very distinct lesson about how important it is to be compassionate towards even what we might think of as the most minor kind of living creature. We have to express our compassion towards all living creatures. And that is what you do. That's a very important part of all of this today. Part of what you're feeling in this moment is that sense of compassion and concern and care for the world around you and for the people that surround you. What a beautiful mitzvah for you to share this day with your mom, and for her to be able to share this Torah portion with you, something that you're going to share forever for the rest of your life, this beautiful memory of having read Torah together on this special day. And we're going to get your dad up here next. What do you think? Good luck. So this moment is filled with blessings. The blessing, look at all these people out here, all of your friends and family that are here to share in this moment with you, here because they love you and care about you and want to celebrate this moment with you. And it's a moment for us to offer you our blessings as well. So we're going to go back in front of the ark, and Cantor Shapiro has some words to share with you, and then we're going to offer you a very special blessing, a blessing that's been offered to our people for generation after generation after generation at special and precious moments in their lives to bless those moments. So as we go back in front of the ark, we'll ask that you please once again rise. May God bless you, Luca, and always watch over you. And may the light of God's divine presence continue to shine upon you, blessing and gracing your journey through life. And may God's face be lifted towards you always, blessing you always, Luca, with the greatest of gifts, the gift of shalom, the gift of wholeness and of peace.
Yasem lecha shalom. Shalom. Shalom.
What page is it? 264. If you will remain standing, and we're going to turn to page 282 for the Aleinu. Please join with us.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחת האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר היה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
You'll remain standing and turn to page 294. We pause for a moment of remembrance to remember those whose shoulders we stand upon, those, our precious loved ones who we certainly feel in this moment. And when we feel their presence, we know that even though they are no longer physically with us, that indeed they remain with us. They are a presence in our lives, continuing to bless us, continuing to share their life and their light with us. So as we each remember our own loved ones, we remember especially one so precious to Luca and to his family, Roberto Marchis. And of him we say, Zichrono Livracha. Of all our loved ones, we say, Zichronam Livracha. May their memories be always a source of blessing. We join together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mavorach Le'olam Ol'amei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei D'Kudsha B'richu Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen Yehei Shlama Rabbah Min Shamaya V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace help us to become sources of peace and wholeness in this world, repairing that which needs to be repaired in this world. And we say, Amen. Please be seated. Abdallah. Yeah. We're going to go down here. We are going to, we're the 612, right? We're going to turn now to Havdalah. We're going to all come down here. Come on down here. Sure. You can bring it up. Sure. You can, yes. You can turn in your prayer books to page 308. I'm used to a different prayer book. Page 308. So, you get to hold that, I assume. Kiddush cups. How do you do? Havdalah, I'll let you pass this out, Alex. Havdalah is a ceremony of separation. The word Havdalah means separation, and with Havdalah we separate Shabbat from the rest of the week. And we do so with these three symbols. There is the fruit of the vine, with which we welcomed Shabbat last night. It is a symbol of sweetness, of blessing, certainly of the sweetness of this day that we have shared with you, the sweetness of this moment, and all of the blessings that we have shared together in this moment with you, Luca. There is the aroma of the spices, a fascinating symbol, actually, because an aroma is something you can't obviously see or touch. But when we breathe it in, we know it's there. And in that way, the aroma of the spices reminds us of all the intangibles in our lives. Those things we can't see or can't touch, we can't grab onto them, but if we open our hearts and breathe them in, we know that they are there. Things like the love that we have felt in this sanctuary this afternoon as we have shared this moment with Luca. And finally, there is this, will you hold that up for everybody to see? This beautifully braided candle. Actually, really many wicks coming together to create one flame. Light, flame, is a symbol of God's presence in our world. Another interesting symbol, because a flame is also something you can't grab, and don't try, because it would hurt. But those wicks all coming together are a reminder that each of us carries a spark of God's presence within our own lives. And when we intertwine our lives together, as these wicks are intertwined, coming together to create one flame, we make God's presence burn that much more brightly in the world around us. And that indeed is our job, to bring God's presence into the world by what we have inside of us, by the light, the care, the compassion that exists within us. So we take a little taste of the wine. We smell the spices. With the candle, we just try to capture a little bit of the spark, a little bit of God's spark on our fingertips. And I invite you to join me in a little ritual I do, which is not only to grab the spark here, but to grab on, symbolically only, grab on to a little piece of that spark and stick it into your pocket to take it with you into the next week. An always important thing to have in those moments when you're not feeling like, things are going quite the way they are. You can reach your hand back in that pocket and remember you got a spark of God's presence sitting there for you, a little bit of light to help boost you through the week into next Shabbat.
Please rise.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la Baruch atah
Exactly right. You can also kind of lean it back here, stand over the table. There you go. There you go. ata Adonai Eloheinu melech
haolam, borei minei v'samim, borei minei v'samim.
Lai 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 lai. Ya la 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 ya la la
Ya la
la la la la la ya la 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 ya la la la.
Baruch atah
You hold it. I'm just helping you.
Hey,
Einu melech haolam,
borei meorei
ha'esh, borei meorei ha'esh.
Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai lai yai lai lai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace.
May gladness reign
and joy
increase. And lastly, we have this beautifully braided challah. Are you hungry? With challah, we are reminded of the blessings we share together and of our responsibility to continue to share those blessings with those whose lives we touch. So I'll hold it. You can put your hand on it. Everybody kind of put your hand on the challah or link yourself to someone who...
Look at me.
Luca?
Luca, look at me.
Look at the camera.
Ready? Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu
Eloheinu melech haolam
Motzi
hamotzi
lechem min haaretz. Amen. Take a piece. Rip a piece off there, Luca. Shavua tov,
Shavua
everyone.
tov.
Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful week. Mazel tov.
Luca. You're so welcome. So proud of both of you. You guys did great. He's a rock star. I know, so